Get up! Come on, hurry! The warden is calling! Are you really going to save Nostria, as they say?
What's your angle?
You can discuss it with Warden Valber. Come out of that cell, I'll escort you.
And what if I refuse?
Let's go. You know the warden doesn't like to be kept waiting. The sooner you get to his office, the sooner you'll learn everything. I can tell you this much. It's good news for you.
Hey, bastard. Bastard. I checked this letter. Take it.
I served time under the place. Served.
How to divide.
Where could they run? There's nothing but snow and hungry wolves for miles. The Batil gates guard the bottom of the mountain. No one will let us farther than that.
Your belongings are in yonder chest. Take everything or you'll freeze to death. The prison's warmer than outside, slightly. Pestilence has struck Montpetrie. You're a free individual now.
Bastion, why are you releasing prisoners?
Marie, you blockhead. Didn't you hear? A messenger arrived today, all the way from Marcella. Then you should know that he brought an order.
Disturbing news, Sir Warden. Something. Dead yet? Best not take the air near the...
So much fuss and all for what? Who the hell do you think you are, making me wreak havoc in my prison?
My name is Aivar, leader of the famous Hounds of War, if that tells you anything.
Well, well. I heard a little more than that. As Flavius the Wisecracker eloquently wrote, there's nothing new in this world. But I haven't received a letter like this in all 7 years of my tenure at Crucis. Prince Adrian orders that you be freed and sent to Marcella. Also, you won't be leaving here on foot. I was ordered to return your gold and belongings, provide you with a horse, and, let me read it aloud, allocate some of my own garrison as your personal guard. Madness!
About time.
Whether the prince is sane or not is of no consequence. I cannot disobey my liege. Bastion should have returned your money and belongings by now. If he didn't steal them himself. Quartermaster Aston will supply you with weapons. As for gold, you have plenty already. Go to Decim to collect your guards. He has a platoon of troublemakers he's wanted rid of for a long time now. He'll be glad to hand them over. I also advise you to purchase some dogs for the road. And what else did His Highness request? Ah yes, a horse. Levitt the stable boy has a soft spot for nags too old and worn down to work. I'm sure he can pick one out for you.
As you say, Warden.
Claudius' son actually turned out to have some mercy in his soul.
townspeople are never exiled there. And who in the...
Eastman is a good man. He's a dwarf.
What's wrong with dwarves?
Some folk
Ulagi tribe. What do you need, human? A shovel, perhaps? Have you been sent to the stables, too?
No. The warden ordered a weapon be made available for purchase. And a good one, mind you.
Oh, sacred forefathers. Why would I ever do that?
As of today, I am no longer a prisoner. Good Prince Adrian has ordered my freedom.
By Mactus's horns. This is the first time I've ever seen a human leave Crucis on their own 2 feet. If you got gold, treat yourself to something new. Go ahead. Aston didn't shortchange you on equipment. I warrant you'll survive the Albion Highlands. Go, human. May your body be as hard as flint, and your soul as clear as crystal.
Thanks for the kind words, Aston. May you be well too.
Halt! What are you doing here? You're not permitted to be wandering about like a stray cat.
I'm free now. The warden said you're to provide me with an armed escort.
So, Centurion, it's true. The warden received a missive from the prince ordering the provision of a guard troop for the prisoner. Former prisoner.
Huh? Never heard of a prisoner being released. Ah, well, I believe I have some laggards and troublemakers I can spare.
Can I go too? Oh, how I miss the sunny warmth of the capital.
No, Bastian, you're not rotten enough to let go. I can still make a decent guard out of you.
Perhaps you could give me a few fighting hounds as well.
The only thing you'll be getting for free is a family of bedbugs. I spent a year training those hounds. Now, if we're talking about an exchange of gold for flesh, that's another bowl of kibble entirely. You'll get the best dogs in Nostria.
Hounds of War. Sounds familiar. Are they any good?
These recruits might not be the brightest candles at the feast, but my fighting dogs are as fierce as the warden himself. You won't regret a single gold piece spent on these animals.
it's you. You're the one who poisoned that scoundrel Claudius. It's a real pleasure to meet you.
Actually, I didn't exactly.
Don't be modest. You did a great thing here, and history will not forget you.
You seem to have lost your mind. Can you give me a horse?
All you're asking is a horse? Just a horse? Have no worry. You'll get our best. Saddle up quickly. You've probably forgotten how to ride after half a year in a cell.
You can go now. Actually, wait.
What is it?
I wanted to warn you about sentry golems. Be wary of them once you're past New Tyrene.
Golems? What are they doing outside the prison?
The mage Rossum took them to clear a landslide. What they lack in brain, they make up in brawn. Since they don't know you've been released, they're liable to crush you. As you pass the southern ruins, find the Archer's squad commander, Ansel. The royal messenger said the squad will join you and augment your escort. I'm hoping that by the time you get there, they'll catch the marauder who's been raiding abandoned houses. Wonder why old Berengarius didn't turn him into a chicken.
Is this Berengarius fellow another part of my escort? It's going to be quite the circus following me around.
That's up to his magicness. I have no authority over him. Perhaps he'll decide to leave these cold, inhospitable lands for the warmth of the Mage's Tower.
Come on, mount up. I picked out the very best.
Can it possibly be getting colder? I wish I could make a fire, but that's not an option. Only Golem.
It's supposed to be summer, but every season may as well be winter here.
Are you from Crucis?
Why did they break off its hands? It's starting. Well, where does it go? A hand should be raised. It'll be better that...
Hey, you! Are you...
What's with all this wailing?
Are you from Crucis? Quickly, come with us. Run.
I'm not going to bolt like a scared rabbit without knowing why. What is it?
I'm a lumberjack. We're nothing but dwarven woodcutters, honest. We cut down trees and send the lumber onto Crucis. The humans have all left the valley. Only us and a few locals remain. Stein is our chief. So then this Lupin, a man from Rigon, arrives at our village. He was stirring up trouble, trying to recruit the remaining human hunters to join him in his wicked deeds. Then Lupin's men seized the village. They captured Stein and are trying to start a fight with the dwarves. Things could easily turn bloody. We took them in purely out of kindness, and this is how they repay us. Disgusting! Help us! Quick, run! Don't make the rules around here.
In a birch grove one rejoices, in pines prayers sung in many voices, but among the spruces, only nooses?
Plenty of spruces around.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Stein. Back in my youth, I was a scribe at Marcellan, but the city is too noisy for me, too fast. As you can see, I'm looking for peace and quiet now.
What's going on? Looks like the opposite of peace and quiet to me.
It's that troublemaker Lupin. He's a criminal on the lam from Rigon. He's fallen in with Rauld, another lowlife and deserter from Crucis. He tried to seize control of the valley. And as you can see, the dwarves didn't take kindly to that idea. I tried to settle things peacefully, but nobody listened to me. I hate to say it, but the snow will be soaked with blood today.
And the troublemakers themselves claim they want to free the prisoners.
Of course they do, but think. If Lupin's fellows are able to attack the supply shipments to Crucis, the city will starve. Once the dwarves are gone, the firewood goes with them. And who do you think the Warden Valbert is going to deprive of food and heat first? His guards or the prisoners? I'll let you figure that one out for yourself.
You don't break the rules. Time to cut out your filth.
Hey, Lupin, look! One of the Crucian prisoners, another victim of Claudius and Valbert.
You're just in time. We need another strong arm right about now.
Why should I get involved?
You're human. This concerns you too. These jumped-up dwarfen lumberjacks have it too good. They're living like little lords on handouts from the fort, from that damned Valbert. We local hunters, on the other hand, are being oppressed. Only I, Lupin, can grant any hope of justice.
Don't you remember how they treat prisoners? I worked for Valbert myself until I escaped. You'd turn blue if you'd seen what I'd seen. Most of them are rotting alive in there. Not because they're bandits or murderers, mind. Just because they dared say something about the drunkard king. It's not humane.
So what are you planning to do? Rough up the dwarves to punish the king on his throne?
We've decided to seize Crucis.
We're going to starve the fort by cutting off their access to food and fuel. When we triumph, we'll free all the prisoners.
But the dwarfs are against us, so we need to force their hand. Then it will be Valbert's turn to answer for his misdeeds. If you're not going to help us, your other option is to spill our blood. Human blood. We showed those shorties who's boss here, didn't we?
Now nobody stands between us and the royal shipments.
The jailers will be feeling that cold soon. And if they try to get wood on their own, our arrows will turn them into pincushions.
I'm a mercenary. Mercenaries work in exchange for hard cash.
Our guys have already opened the dwarven warehouse. Here, it's nearby. Go take a look. You're welcome to whatever's left.
We kicked those little beardlings soundly, if I dare say so myself.
How dare you?
How dare you?
These golems look sturdy. Maybe I should try to find their owner. I've handled worse. Now it's time to find Ansel. What's this? Some kind of protective sigil? The road is completely blocked by the prince's soldiers. No way to slip past.
Halt! Who goes there? Ah, it's you. Finally. While you were wandering around like a lost chicken, we captured a marauder. No idea how he got here, to be frank, but that's Valba's problem. Our task is to escort you to the Batil gates and see you on your way.
Is that so? Splendid. You must be freezing.
The Batil gates guard should have been here to meet us a few hours ago. but there's still no sign of them. We built a campfire though and heated up some stew, so I'm not complaining. Make yourself comfortable. Check out Helena's recruits. Once you're ready, give me the signal and we'll move out towards the Batil gates.
The Batil gates are to the left, and to the right I can see the Mage's Tower behind the houses. The town gates have been smashed. Nobody has lived here in many a year. They've boarded up the doors. Perhaps they were hoping to return one day. That wind is bitter as it is cold. Seems nobody lives here anymore. It's all abandoned. I should have known better than to settle here. magic. I won't be passing this way. Ancient statues. Are they hiding some kind of secret?
Thank the Creator, I've been heard. You solved the riddle of the portal, so you're definitely no dark spirit. Who are you, then?
A former prisoner. A weird sigil on the road led me here. Was that your work?
So it is, though my abilities aren't what they once were. Thankfully, I still had strength enough to inscribe the Morning Star. That's what led you to me.
Morning Star?
Morgus Thaumaturgical Catalog, of course. And the Ether Seal is holding the entrance to the cemetery shut. My name is Berengarius. My colleagues and I once attempted to warm the Albion Highlands with rune magic. My knowledge of the runes is vast, but it did not save me from an ice-rimed death. Look at what's left of me.
My condolences.
Ever since then, I've been waiting for people to return here, to the Town of Bliss. But I am bedeviled by the Dark Spirit and his servants, the cemetery ghouls. Long ago, I inscribed protective runes on every building. But since then, their power has dwindled. Soon, the Dark Spirit will freely roam the streets of Bliss. I am too weak in this form. Please, visit the different rooms and read the mantras of power. Argo vires imago.
Argo vires imago. Weird words. Argo vires imago. Argo vires imago. Is that right? Argo vires imago?
The protective runes weakened the Dark Spirit, allowing me to leave the tower. Yet I am still very weak. I believe I told you about his minions, the cemetery ghouls. They dig up graves and devour the cold bones of the dead. We must stop this desecration and destroy the spirit itself.
Are you asking me to do this?
Exactly. If the spirit banishes me, my research will never be completed, and Bliss will forever remain cursed. I promise that once you destroy the army of the Dark Spirit, every valuable remaining in our mage's abode will be yours. I am lifting the Ether Seal. You can now enter the cemetery.
Sorry, I only want a few moments of your time. Take a gander at these letters.
Oh, you found them. Yes, I remember. This one is written by Sylvie. She was always unsatisfied with something or other. And that's Joseph, of course. Good lad. Size of a mountain. And this one. Yes. All these letters never reached their destination. They never got sent. The disease, the cold, the exodus.
Did the letter writers survive?
If memory serves, they all managed to leave. But their descendants shall return. When the sun shines warm and welcoming upon the Albion Highlands, then they shall return, I am certain. Then I will show them the missives of their ancestors.
Good idea, Baron Garius. Let it be so.
Thank you. Now I can continue my research. I promise that one day, the elements in these harsh lands will bow to my command.
Sounds ambitious, but I believe in you, Baron Garius.
I'll toil day and night, and I will prevail. I am especially certain of my success now that I have the aid of those who, not so long ago, were slavering to gnaw on my bones.
You're saying the minions of the Dark Spirit now serve you?
All for the prosperity of the Albion Highlands. To restore those glorious northern territories, I am ready to command the dead. I will become a necromancer and do whatever else it takes. If you wish, you can command them as well. I can give you control.
Well, Baron Garius, just take care that you don't become a new Dark Spirit yourself. I'm ready to leave for the Bastille Gates.
Excellent. The march should hopefully warm us some. I'll lead the way.
Soldiers! Formation! Please don't kill me. It's not my fault, I tell you. It was her. I tried to end it all, but I didn't have the will. Have mercy.
Wait a second. You look familiar.
I am Fabian from Crucis. I was captured wandering about these dark ruins.
Ha! I recognize you now. You're that marauder who was looting the ruins of Bliss. Do you not fear the undead?
And so, you already captured a marauder. And this one is half scared out of his wits.
The witch Amarantha. She lives on the mountain. Her magic compels me to attack travelers, but she's also... She is so beautiful. Wait, I've said too much. I must go.
Marauder or not, leaving him be is dangerous. He's a bit strange, this one. Maybe you should follow him, see where he went. I'll go check what awaits us on the road. Let's meet at the Batil Gates.
Deal. Go ahead.
We kicked those little beards out. Say that the dwarves got in a fight with some hunters.
Now I've got you, Marauder. Did you truly think you would be able to escape me?
Wait! Listen to me. Yes, I confess I am guilty, but I wasn't running away. I wanted you to follow me. I promise to tell you anything you want to know. But what's important right now is to stop Amarantha, the Mountain Witch, before she destroys us all. She's terrible. She took me under her control. And it's all because of her damn past.
Hold on. Tell me more. What's wrong with her past?
When Amarantha was still quite herself, she said she had been a student of the powerful Archmage Nevetus, who performed magic in the Crown Lands, but his sorcery was destroyed. Amarantha fled. She said that Nevetus was after her as if she were a slave. And now the Blight is devouring her mind. Stop her!
Me? Whatever have I got to do with this?
She feeds on the souls of the innocent, performing sorcery on the mountain, in the ruins of the fortress. But the path there is currently closed off. If you activate the magic crystal, the way shall open. But unfortunately, I don't remember how it is done. Perhaps her sorcery is to blame. She may have used it to erase my memories. Oh, Creator, give me the strength to remember.
A useful thing. Looks like it. That would come in handy. It's starting. I need to put it back in place. There are others like that.
Who's there? Is that you, sweetheart? Come. Come to your Amarantha. We'll meet in the Wonder Grove. Near the rattleberry bushes. What's this? An intruder? Have you come to serve me? Then I welcome you.
Hello, Amarantha. The people who travel the path below don't appreciate being ambushed.
I need their souls. I want to exist. They shall protect me. Protect from the void.
No, Amarantha. Your time is finished.
Finally, that damned witch is gone. I'm free of her. At last, I am free.
It's a story as old as the world. You meet a girl, you fall in love, and then a short while afterward, I'm free, I'm free.
How wonderful. Does this mean I can return to my normal life?
Your call. Will Valber understand what happened to you? Will he accept you back into the Guard? You might easily look like a deserter to him.
Amarantha. She caused so much sorrow. I will keep reading her records. Keep trying to understand what happened to her.
I'd be careful about that, or we might have to rename the mountain Warlock Stone.
Oh no, not me. Enter the portal and I'll open it. May the Creator protect thee.
Weird. These gates should always be guarded. Always.
I'll go look for something that fits. I need to put it back in place. So,
is everyone? I should toll a bell and call out to the people.
You! Halt right there! Let's see your letter of passage. Now. Have at them, boys! Take no prisoners! Those aren't our men. They're bandits. Hey, answer me!
We're not cut out for this. Run!
Destroy them! Every last one!
Who are you running from? Them? I told you not to be afraid.
There you are, mortal. I, the Great Dumb Razzle, grant you permission to ask a single question.
The old adage is true. The side with the dragon always prevails. What are you doing here, great old worm?
I was paying a debt to an old elf. My promise is fulfilled, and now I'm free. Thank your patron. And farewell, mortal.
Victory is ours! See to the wounded, haste thee a horse, hie thee to Marcella for succor, call out to the Knights of the Guard, now! Or rather, as you were. The fight seems to be over. Horace, Legate of the Royal Guard, at your service. Aivar, formerly top spear of the Guard, now an exile and mercenary.
Glad to see you too, Horace. You were a good squire, and yet I see you've become a legate. Since when?
Not that long ago. The previous legate, Thurbert, died during an overseas campaign, so the Royal Council promoted me.
So now you're in command of all those barons' sons? Can't be an easy task given your origins.
They'll just have to deal with it, won't they? Are you alright? Ready to press on?
Horace, an attempt was made on my life but moments ago. A perilous skirmish. You must investigate.
I need to take you to Magnus's bastion. My men will investigate the Batil Gates attack and question the survivors. Right now, we're headed for the court. As you know, royalty never likes to be kept waiting.
Loyal subjects, I, King of Nostra, by the grace of Elu, have gathered you here today. The time has come to renew our oaths.
Cease! Cease, rulers of the world! The time of oath is over! The blight is coming. It cometh quicker and quicker. Devastation awaits. Death and ruin. No one will be spared. But the Savior has already come. He is among you. Cathor, shut him up! Accept this path, chosen one. Follow it to the end. Do not fear, for I will meet you in the void.
Don't let... Stop! To Crucis with him!
Well, well. There's our valiant guard. With loot.
The King's Counselor Montier? What does he want?
Wait. I require but a moment of your time. Well...
Your Excellency, this personage has an audience with His Highness, Prince Adrian.
Ah, the Prince is so fidgety. But he's not waiting for you, is he, Horace? I have some questions for you. Please stay. And you, go keep your appointment with the Prince. But afterwards, return to me immediately. It is a matter of utmost importance. What's happening in the Royal Guard, Legate Horace?
attending to our prince's whims. Did you
Who's that?
conduct an inspection?
Dearest sister, how does the throne look soon? Don't you?
Prince? Hello.
Yes. First order of business? I gave the order to release you not out of mercy or any misguided belief in your innocence. You've been released because I find myself in need of a capable agent.
Is that so? I'll take it.
Listen to me closely now, and no interruptions. Whilst my poison-struck father remains incapacitated, I must bear the weighty burden of the crown as keeper of the Kingdom of Nostria. A few days ago, a calamity occurred at the Monpatri Mage Factory. Several people died. My subjects. Since then, I haven't learned a single true thing about the incident. The mages are searching for signs of necromancy, while Montier claims it's an act of sabotage by the Artisanians. The lowborn are milling about in a panic, spreading wild rumors on the wind like grain for hens. The Royal Guard tarries. Even the acclaimed spies of the Adepts of Darkness can give me no straight answer. Thus I, Prince Adrian, heir to Nostria by the grace of the Creator, command you to carry out an investigation. But do not forget, until this task has been fulfilled to my satisfaction, you will not truly be free. Go. Perform this deed with full royal backing. Uncover the truth of what happened at the Mage Factory. There are people camped near Marcella. They call themselves Monpatri refugees. Start with them, and do not rest until you find out the true cause of the catastrophe.
Ah, it's you.
There you are, my dearest friend. Let's not waste words.
So what's going on?
Those murderers and villains trampled on Nostria's honor when they donned the uniform of our guards and attacked you. In broad daylight, in an impregnable fortress. Oh, Creator. Outrageous, unspeakable, impossible. But my resilient friend never feared, for you were in good hands. While you were taking your meeting with the prince, my people figured everything out. Those conspirators needed you. They wanted to get to the king with your help, but how can we even think on such things? It would mean the ruin of the kingdom.
The point. Can we get to it, please?
We found out where the Blackguards are hiding, and have already dispatched both our regular guard and a detachment of royal guards to that location. The conspirator's house is in the market square, at the southern gate. I suggest you hurry if you want a hand in thrashing those rascals. They must be destroyed. Immediately. If not sooner. My assistant Bardolph will provide a travel allowance to cover your first expenses. Go. The Royal Council is counting on you.
Sir Montier, what a wonderful speech.
Your Excellency.
Distinguished Bardolph, you...
Yesterday you were in prison, and today you're acting in Prince Adrian's name. Take this. Your allowance from His Excellency, Royal Advisor Auguste Montier. Sir Montier wishes you the best of luck in scouring our lands of schemers and traitors.
Into the Citadel.
Entrance is forbidden.
Loyal subjects.
I demand
The citizens of this
this noble city.
Oh, beauty of beauties. You've stolen my heart. Would you like to go for a walk?
I've seen you at the tavern quite often lately. Didn't you just get married last month?
Did you hear about the war in Lorien?
What's Lorien got to do with it?
My wife is a native of Lorien. When that whole mess began, she moved her entire family.
Wait a moment. As I recall, you were sent by Prince Adrian. Isn't that right?
Yes. What of it?
There's this delicate business, and its resolution would serve the interests of the crown. Flavius the Wisecracker is missing. He's no ordinary man, but a courtier acting as an assistant to the king, the prince, and the royal counselor Montier himself. Flavius writes their speeches, you see, and the text of their decrees. That man handles words with the agility of a juggler. The magistrates find him very useful indeed. But Flavius has been missing for 3 days now, and I need him urgently. Business of utmost royal importance, I assure you.
Have you searched the taverns?
He's probably propped up against a barrel of mead, gathering his strength for a new piece.
He's not particularly young. He recently mentioned he's about to begin his most significant work yet. He spoke of some inconceivable revelations. He seemed agitated as well. He was mumbling something about a swan song, a terrible truth, planning to visit some ancient ruins. I've known Flavius for a long time. Please, find him if you can and bring him back to Marcella. The magistrature will pay you for your trouble, of course.
We replaced the crystal, but the mana's draining away. What are we doing wrong?
Welcome to Marcella.
That's a good view.
Fleur, I've never brought anyone to this place before. I want you to be the first.
Valmont, I... But...
Explain a lot of things.
Someone once told me about the defense of Marcella. It'd be nice to read how it actually happened.
My dear friend, it pains me to see this. What's going on around us?
What do you mean? The epidemic.
Not the epidemic itself. Rather the
soul-crushing. Not everyone thinks so.
Do you believe in that blight nonsense too?
No, bless your soul. Otherwise, nothing. Is it a problem with the sigils?
Loyal subjects of the king, in the name of his royal majesty.
The capital didn't change much, I see. Still having fun like there's no tomorrow.
DuPont invite you. Don't let his debonair style fool you. He's very dangerous.
What do you wish?
So how much is there?
Good afternoon. Could you direct me to the refugee camp, please?
Refugee camp? Do I look like someone who gives a fig about such trifles?
Why not? You're a city official after all.
As far as I know, the prince is yet to appoint someone to take charge of the refugees. Me, I'm in charge of the cisterns and that blasted aqueduct.
What's wrong with it?
It's old and magical to boot. Few people even understand how it works. I thought this master who studied at the mage school would fix things. But that idiot Eugene hasn't been any help at all. It's been 8 days already. The reserves are running low. The cisterns will be empty in a week. What can that lazy bum be thinking?
An official and a bunch of royal guardsmen? What is this?
Essentially.
Claudius.
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
This place is still filthy.
Whoa. Now there's a mark if ever. Just do it, Pops. Take the goods.
Whoa, the
there's a mark if ever I seen one.
Quit that cheeping, you green freak.
Wait, is that a chick in that barrel?
I said give me a drink. Move it! Move it!
Move it doesn't buy you a drink around here.
Hey, you. Do you even know anybody?
I know who I need to know.
You know what I think when I look out from here?
Yes. What a beautiful view.
It is a beautiful view, but why did they take down the wall?
Why do we need it?
What if somebody attacks?
I said give me a drink. Move it! Move it!
Move it doesn't buy you a drink.
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
And a fisher and a bunch of royal guardsmen? What is this?
What are you doing here? Why are the floors still dirty?
It's not my fault, my lady.
More at this.
There's no water in the well.
Oh, beauty and beauty.
I love going for walks, especially on horseback.
On horseback?
What are you doing here?
They must have caught a traitor.
They should have gone after the bandits instead and protected the roads.
Hey, heard the
What
new
a
joke
mess.
about the savior of Nostria? No, it's a new one. Listen, so the Savior's on the road. Armored head, sword.
That's a lot of guards.
Hello there! Can I have a few words with you?
What do you want?
I can see you're a capable sort, and I bet you aren't afraid of getting in a pickle from time to time. I'm a wanderer, just like you. Gee, how rude. I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Dwayne. I'm a famous treasure hunter. Everyone's heard of me.
Well, I haven't heard of you.
That's because I'm a wanderer, as I said. I come from Marcellan. I've been plenty of places. Visiting the elves in Marion, sailing to Port LeGrand on a leer.
And what does the famous treasure hunter need from me?
It involves treasure, naturally. I know of a find that will make us both rich. After we fight a vicious monster for it, I mean. I discovered a cache of valuables, you see. A precious amulet and a pile of gold. But evil is a loggy, and his gifts as well. I was on my knees, gathering the gold into a sack, when a monster crawled out of the dark and took a piece out of my leg. I had to flee. I got away with my life and not much else. Now here's what I'm offering. Bring me the amulet, and I'll pay 5,000 coin for it. Quite a windfall, isn't it? Dwayne, the treasure hunter, knows where the money's at. Get me?
How dare you!
Hey! What do we do now? They must have caught a train.
You've been to Upper Marcella? Pray tell, haven't you seen them?
Calm down. Have I seen who?
4 green-feathered Illyrian chicks. They're hard to miss. Okay, it's a really stupid story. I promised to deliver these chicks to the royal kitchen, but my useless son dropped the chicks' cage, and now they've scattered all over Marcella.
They must be filling out a tasty chicken stew by now.
How can you say that? A single one of those chicks is worth more than a warhorse. I'll pay 50 gold pieces a head for those chicks if that's what it takes to get them back. I can't afford a breach of contract with the royal kitchen. My entire business depends on it.
They must have caught a traitor. They should have gone after the bandits instead.
What are you doing here? Why are the floors still dirty?
It's not my fault,
Oh, beauty of beauties. You've stolen my heart.
Loyal subjects of the king, in the name of his royal majesty, King Claudius, sovereign of Nostria.
We replace
Geomancy-wise, nothing. Is it a problem with the sword?
Nothing I haven't seen. Could have just died some regular chickens.
Running out of...
Watch it. You rumpled my best suit.
Damn immigrants.
One chick cost as much as a good horse? Nostria has gone mad.
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
Whoa. Quit that cheaping, you green freak. Stupid chicken.
Tell me, what have you got cheaping in there?
A green chick. They're supposed to be worth a bundle. What do you care?
Galen the merchant is missing some Illyrian chicks. I believe one of them found its way into your barrel.
You're working for Galen. That pathetic excuse for a cook. Is he paying you in stew? Tell him his son insulted me. Me, Will Cutter. The pup ran full into me. If I'd have been holding a drink, I might have spilled it. I took the chick as payment for his bad manners.
You're nothing but a common thief.
One more word, and you'll wake up face down in a ditch, dead. And no one will touch me either. You want to know why? Ask Centurion Prim, if he's got time to waste on a nobody like you.
Just do it, Pops. Take the goods and we're done here.
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
Careful.
Tell me, Centurion, how came the thieves to be running this town? I met one just now, fellow named Cutter.
Ever since the king was poisoned and his wise advisors and magistrates took over the country. Though he has his weaknesses, King Claudius is a very stern monarch. While he was in good health, people obeyed his every word, as if it were law, which in fact it is. Now everything is stuck. Every protocol and directive in question. The future vague.
Aren't you going to do something about it? Or is this Cutter fellow special?
The last time I tried to deal with Cutter, I was almost sent to Crucis, on a charge of conspiracy to assassinate an assistant magistrate. Tweets, of course. So if you want to deal with a dog, find its master first. Do you see what I mean? But should something unfortunate happen to Cutter, none of the guards would see or hear anything about it. I certainly wouldn't shed any tears for him.
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
Loyal subjects of the king, in the name of his royal majesty.
Magistrate Tweet, may I distract you for a moment?
Ah, can it really be you? Everyone I know is talking about the wonderful trick you played at their grand assembly. Well done, very well done indeed. I wonder where you found that elf. You looked every bit like a genuine scryer.
I'm afraid tricks and deception are not my line of work, which is more than I can say for a certain friend of yours.
What are you implying? I am blameless before the law.
Perhaps. But an old friend of yours by the name of Cutter stole an Illyrian chick and is refusing to return it. This bird is as dear as a good horse. Also, it's Prince Adrian's favorite treat. Now I know you don't want to deprive the prince of his supper, right?
The chick is for Prince Adrian? Why, that changes everything. Of course, I don't want to deprive the prince of his meal. I'll take care of this misunderstanding in a jiffy. I'll send word to Cutter and explain everything. And let me get you something for your trouble. Just a moment. What have I got in my pockets? Here, this should reconcile us, and Prince Adrian will enjoy a hearty meal. Everyone is satisfied.
Marcella.
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
Oh, now there's a mark if ever I seen one.
Check your pockets, jackanapes.
Stupid chicken. So you're well connected, huh? A real bigwig. Damnation. The times we're living in. A nobody from nowhere arrives on the scene. And now an honest Marcellan has to dance to their tune.
Honest Marcellans don't take what isn't theirs. Where's the chick?
It's right there. Take it. Just leave me alone. Do-gooders.
You ain't no village son.
Hey, heard the new joke about the savior of Nostria? They must have caught a traitor.
What do we do now?
Should have gone after the bandits.
Here, take your chicks. Fortunately, it didn't occur to anyone to turn them into stew.
Oh, my precious little chickies, my treasures. I thank you with all my heart. You saved me.
Indeed I did. And now I must request a favor. If anyone asks who helped you, don't mention my name. Ever. Got it? I don't wish to be known as the chicken hunter after this glorious and heroic achievement.
Hey!
Vegetables, fresh vegetables.
You have no idea what we've been through. No entry. Order of the Royal Council.
What am I going to do with you, you silly thing? You were supposed to take out the trash, not bury or something. How do we get you out, little kid?
Stop, you stupid lump of plate.
How are things, brother? Could be better.
Hey!
What with the war and war?
Stop, you stupid lump of plate. Did you just break the press again? Yes, yes. You broke it again with your huge, stupid hands. Break it. You can break 100 a day.
You have no idea what we... No entry for your kind. How could this be? How dare you? My money is as good as
Scrolls, spells, potions. Best mind the stall there.
Where's that jackard?
How much longer do I have to store this cane for him?
Are you talking to me?
I know you've no answer for me. Jackard, our master golem craftsman, ordered an iron cane from me and never returned to collect it. I understand that his leg is troubling him, but how hard can it be to get from his workshop to the marketplace? Or he could have sent Ada to fetch it. What am I to do with this thing now?
Is this workshop far?
It's very close. Just turn right at the Marcellan wall. Here, take the cane. It's propped against the counter. You might also consider buying some golems to guard you.
They must have caught a traitor.
You have no idea what we've been through. No entry. Order of the Royal Council.
You can break the press again. Yes, you broke it again with your huge, stupid hand. Breaking an oak lever is nothing to you. Stop, you stupid lump of plate.
Here's your cane, Jackard.
What am I gonna do with that? Do I look like I can carry an iron cane around all day? I've been using a special ointment to soothe my leg. I'm waiting for it to kick in right now. Get it? Kick in? Ha! That piece of iron is for the press that prints the clay tablets. The old one's broken. Be a dear. Help me with the rest. You'll see the groove from the cane right away. When the work starts up again, I'll make you golems like you've never seen.
The cane is the answer. Come on, you brainless clay statue, get to work. That cane's made of iron.
Yes! Now we can finally get to work. Our warehouse is full of blank golems because we weren't producing any command tablets.
These golems are for sale, right?
Of course, whether it's for spinning an elevator wheel, printing tablets, or for war. Any purpose you can think of. I told you, you'll know the correct groove if you just look for it. That's how things work around here. You insert the cane in the right place, and we can go into full production again. Here, take this tablet from our newest batch and head over to the elevator. Lita's been complaining that her golem's tablet is almost worn out.
I must have had sap tattooed on my forehead at some point and just forgot.
There's something in it for you too, friend, and what if the elevator does break down? What are you gonna do? Run around the hills on foot? That would take much longer.
Where is Servan? Where could... What do you want? Directions to the old outpost? Arek, damn that blasted thing!
Could be. The cursing is unnecessary, though.
I have good reason to curse. The brigands from the old outpost haven't let us use Rickville Road for 2 whole months. We pay them a toll which gets higher and higher every day. We complain to the town guards, but the thieves haven't shifted an inch. My brother Servan decided to go negotiate with them. He said he'd try and drive down the price, so that we simple peasants could use the road once more and bring our goods to market.
And then?
Nothing. Servan is gone. Disappeared for good. He might be dead by now, who knows? I wish someone would tell me his fate before I lose my mind with grief.
Where are you going? Who taught you to drive, Waggy? Huh? Where are you going? I'm rolling along.
Anyone can tread on it.
I'm telling you, that's the truth. Banks gathered up all the bull winners and cashed them into a balloon, filled the balloon with hot air, and flew up in the air. Hi, have you heard this one? Once upon a time, there was a daddy troll and a baby troll. And the daddy says, want to see a puppet play? Sure thing, Dad. And the daddy reaches into his chest. That's why I figure selling the daddy brings more profits.
What do you mean more profits? You're selling it.
Yes, the 3 dads. Profit.
Hey, you're just trying to talk me into your nonsense.
You don't have to believe me.
Anyway, it seems your time in the capital left you too smart for your own good, Rufus.
Yeah, you listen and learn. You could use a bit of that yourself. Hi, have you heard this one? Once upon a time.
Where are you going? Who taught you to drive, Waggy? Huh? Where are you going? I'm rolling along. Serve him. Where could he have gone? Where are you going? Who taught you to drive, Waggy? Huh?
knights around these parts whose retinues I might join?
A crusade against the elves? Sounds curious. I don't know much of anything about the tactics they used.
If you try to learn quickly, he'll be no crossbowman. Just a danger to your fellow man.
A new tablet for my golem. What a great gift. Could it be that someone helped Jackard with his precious press? High time, I say.
Jackard says that this one will last longer.
Oh, he's an expert at making promises. He promised ages ago to mark which end goes into the golem. Yeah, I know it can only go two ways, but it never seems to work until my third try.
Do you want me to help you?
No, never mind. I'd better do it myself. Extra sturdy or not, these tablets are still quite fragile. Actually, I believe I'll wait for the current one to wear out completely, since now I have a spare.
Tell me, are there any wealthy knights around these parts whose retinues I might join? What can you do?
Strange to see so many undead roaming around in the light of day.
What do we do now?
How am I supposed to?
You're the leader here.
I told you my godmother wasn't lying about the undead. Calm down, Lily.
So how much is there? Will it last a week?
They must have caught a traitor. They
Hey,
should have
heard
gone
the
after
new
the bandits.
job.
Can't share a ball of yarn.
Worry not.
You, stay where you are. The way is open to Knights of the Guard only.
I come from Counselor Montier. What's going on here? Are you Chief of the Guards?
The Guard's job is to catch pickpockets and keep the road clear of loiterers. I am a Knight of the Royal Guard. A search is underway. We received word that some traitors are holed up here. The same villains who conspired to attack the Batil gates. No one was found in the house or yard. I'm waiting on one more squad to report. They went to investigate the cellar. Strangely, I've had no word from them for quite a while.
Doesn't that seem suspicious to you? Why don't we go take a look for your missing soldiers?
Well, since the King's Counselor sent you, you may pass. My orders from the Legate of the Royal Guard, Horus, are to stay here.
Carry on about your business.
Now that's what I call a cellar. If there's a key, there must be a door. Private study? Now that's interesting.
Let's go take a look around. What are you fiddling with?
This cursed thing won't open.
Just press harder.
Not much. Papers, notes. Come on, come here, you bony bastard.
No way through here.
I'll finish searching the house. You, gather your company and pursue Tenebras. Quickly now, before he escapes.
I go at once, Your Grace. We'll crush that bastard.
And you, guard. Did you not hear my order?
I did, dear Horus. But I don't serve you.
Tenebras. How are you here? What crooked business is this? Answer me, now!
Later, my friend, please. We are not alone.
Horus, where were you? Why didn't you come sooner?
The guard was busy looking for suspects. Most of all, I needed this one.
Tenebras, leader of the Dark Adepts. At your service.
First you send assassins, then come to introduce yourself? Quite the zany jokester, aren't you, Tenebras?
The Adepts did not sanction your assassination, nor accept any contracts in your name. Yes, we followed you, but to kill you? What for? I assure you, if the Adepts desired your demise, we would never have wasted our energy on such a dubious scheme.
Is that your word for it? Scheme? Your assassins slaughtered everyone at the Batil gates.
Not just my assassins. They were brought through to the caves by people in guard uniforms. New uniforms, delivered to guard headquarters only the day before. They entered posing as an escort, and they knew the password. The password entrusted to you and your knights, Horus, and no one else.
Enough! If you knew all that, why didn't you intervene?
Because this time, dear Horus, you are not the only one who was deceived. By the darkness, if our spies knew what was going on.
You just weren't paid enough. Cordon off the area. Leave no stone unturned. Any evidence you discover must be sent to me immediately.
You found a thing or two in the basement, yes? If you want to uncover the person behind the assassination attempt, it would be prudent to pass this evidence over to us. It was wise for you to bring us this note.
What can you tell me about this Farad?
A Knight of the Guard, scion of a once prominent family. Now it seems he's in the employ of your enemies. He made this morning for his family's castle, Aivar. I must stress that Horus personally granted him leave from the Guard.
What should I do now?
You should make haste. Farad will be silenced for good, unless you get to him first. He is protected by his own loyal knights, but what of it? Knowledge must ever be earned. If you find yourself in need of advice, I will be waiting for you by the tavern in the lower city. Godspeed.
no idea what we've been through. No entry. Order of the Royal Council.
What do we do now?
Hey, what's your name? Can you tell me what happened here?
Damned if I know. That's exactly what I'm trying to figure out. We were trying to get this ancient piece of stone working again. We re-etched the levitation sigils, reversed the charge on the amalgam.
I don't understand any part of what you're saying. Tell me about the undead already.
Anyway, the water must flow, so we went through the protocol step by step. The final directive was to replace the energy crystal. That's when all this started, when we plugged the crystal into its slot. Next thing you know, the undead were stumbling about everywhere. They were after the crystal. The workmen scattered and took cover wherever they could. And now the crystal's gone. I think the undead took it back to their graveyard. But I'm not setting foot in there. So don't ask.
I told you, my God.
How much mana does it contain?
Hey, dead man. Never mind the sneaking about. Are you the keeper of this place?
I am the guardian of this cemetery. I watch over the dead. My name is Sir Valiant.
Then you can answer for your fellows. Why did you attack the aqueduct?
In the gray world of the afterlife, the world's light shines no more. It was devoured somehow by something that is not death. The dead were terrified there, in the cold and the dark, and enraged by this great crime. That is why they sought the crystal.
With all due respect, Sir Knight, the world's light is right there in the sky. That's no answer.
There used to be a mourner's statue here. It guarded the world of the living from those forbidden to pass, but an unworthy one came. A thief called Garrett. He removed the soul seal. Then I could hold back the dead no more. They broke loose and stole the crystal, and now they feed upon it.
What are we to do now?
If you return the soul seal, I shall resume my vigil and keep the dead in their rightful domain. But if you return the crystal to its former place, the dead warriors will rise again.
The soul seal will likely resurface in Marcella sooner or later. But where? I should investigate this iniquitous den.
I told you my godmother wasn't lying about the undead.
Do you even realize what you've done?
What do you mean? I followed the book.
What book? You were supposed to...